Dwarves are known for 3 things: being short, having wonderful facial hair, and of course, a crippling case of alcoholism. The sweet joys of alcoholism. With buffs, any renowned rock and stoner will know that the Abyss bar will actually be 90% of your gameplay in Deep Rock Galactic, so it's best for you to get familiar with it. In this video, I'll tell you about the games, the hidden stuff, and of course, the beers, plus how to use them. Now, there are 2 types of beers in this game: beers with buffs and fun beers. Buff beers are made from the Space Germans, the grinders, to give you a boost in the factories, to give you more health, to give you more speed, while fun beers are like the Irish beers, because like in Ireland, the only thing to do in the space rig is to drink until you black out. Tell me if I missed anything in the comments, because I will heart them and I will cry. Oh, I forget, the American beers, the boring Bud Lights and that taste like piss, they give you nothing, but you know, it's cheap, so why not? Not that I would know, of course. 80% liver damage is nothing but a scratch. To unlock these beers, you're gonna need to brew them first. And when I say you, I mean this wonderful little robot, Lloyd. He's connected to barrels of ale in the ceiling. You find berries and fruits and I guess like wheat in the caves, and then you give it back to this wonderful robot, and then voila! He yoinks them and starts to brew. From a gameplay perspective, you should definitely unlock the daily beers first because they actually help your gameplay and give you buffs, but we all know the correct answer is to buy a blackout stout for the boys. So here goes. Every single beer and how to use them. Now the first stat beer is the Backbreaker Stout. This beer is made from 1 barley bulb and requires the daily beer license, which can be unlocked doing this. This is a grey and brown mug and gives you the ability to break your back less, making your speed while carrying stuff much faster. In my case, it's my teammates and my fragile eco. Most useful in point extraction, but it can also be used in other missions for mineral carrying. 7 out of 10 makes point extraction much easier, 25% strength. The first fun beer on this list is the Arkan Stout. This beer transports you to the nice, warm country of Canada. On its own, it's underwhelming. This beer costs 4 malt stars and is unlocked at rank 5 with these. 10% strength. The second stat beer is Dark Morkai. Now this thing makes mining missions trivial. Just chug a flagon with the boys and you'll be in and out in a pinch. Famous for being very popular in Victorian England coal mines. You'll be more productive and your liver will thank you. This buffs your Morkai harvests by 1.44 times. This costs 2 barley bulbs, 5 out of 10, only good for 1 mission, 16% strength. Now following this is a classic. For no, you want to know how to get the effect of this beer? You lug your ass back to the mines and get back to work. The second fun beer is the Black Lock Lager, which just makes your screen dark and makes you become schizophrenic as you start hearing noises.
Carl, is that you?
And to make it worse, this drink costs 2 yeast cones and 5 starch nuts. You think I'm made out of money? Here's the contract. This beer can go f*** itself. 0 out of 10, 45% strength though, I mean. Yeah. The third stat beer centers around my favorite thing on earth, money. I love money. Anything that starts with M. Oh wait, you want to know something funny? On the description for pots of gold, it says it doubles your gold, but it actually quadruples it. Now that's a deal. It's like the Steam bundle going on 98% for the summer sale. And let me tell you, you find a Crassus with that thing and your will start mining for you because it's rock hard. This beer costs 3 barley bulbs and it's a 10 out of 10, 16% strength. The third fun beer is, oh my god, it's my favorite, the Irish Special. The comfort at the end of a long, hard day. Blackout Stout. Have you ever gotten bored? Maybe Minecraft isn't fun anymore, but there's a cure: alcoholism. 1 sip of this and you'll finally understand the wonders of whatever this island's drink culture is all about. First, you'll get dizzy. And next, you'll know you're on your stomach, practically brain dead. When you pop this with the boys, you know only good things will happen. This costs 3 starch nuts and is unlocked at level rank 5 with this. 11 out of 10, 100% strength, your liver's best friend. The fourth stat drink is the Red Rock Blaster and is generally the most useful all-around stat drink because it raises your health by 66%. Plus, it's dirt cheap at only 1 barley bulb. I always buy it if I see one and I need one. 10 out of 10, consistently versatile and a 12% strength drink. The fifth stat beer is the Rocky Mountain, which, like the Red Rock Blaster, is generally super useful. This drink makes every single terrain one hit. So radioactive exclusion zone and magma field make you want to not However, on maps like Sandblasted Corridors, it's absolutely useless. And at 3 barley bulbs, it's also pretty expensive, especially compared to the Red Rock Blaster. I'm also a driller main, so I'm giving it a 0 out of 10. It's 15% strength and it's like an 8 out of 10. The fourth fun beer is the Black Reach Blonde. It's charming, fizzy, and fruity, and just puts you into a good mood. You simply dance with the boys for a bit. Dance for the boys a bit. Dance for the men, the big, honky, dwarven men. 3 yeast cones and 3 malt stars. A scam. Just pay for the jukebox. Here's the recipe. This kind of looks just like all the dwarven men. The 5th beer is the Burning Love. Now, as an Australian, this beer makes me feel at home. 10 out of 10. This costs 6 malt stars. God, I love Australia. It's also 17%, which is pussy, but I mean, you're gonna lose consciousness either way, so whatever, you know. New South Wales out of Victoria. The 6th stat drink is an epic gamer classic because it cuts your power attack time by 3/4. Now, any seasoned rock and stoner knows the power of the power attack because it allows you to slam that subscribe button. I bet you didn't see that. Alright, I worked my ass off for these videos, and I think that the translation was slightly above average. So, you know, I mean, if you can do me a solid, subscribe to all my socials, you're my Discord, I'll be a very happy man. Oh my god, I blacked out. Sorry, I have a degenerative neurological condition called making YouTube videos. Anyways, it makes you able to dish out power attacks like a lot. Plus, it's only 2 bulbs, 8 out of 10. The 7th stat beer is the Skull Crusher Ale, beloved by Big Man Carl. This makes your pickaxe do more damage to enemies, which is fine. I don't know why you'll use your pickaxe instead of your gun, but I mean, it makes Carol proud, so you have my support. It costs 2 barley bulbs and has this permit, and is a Carl out of 10. Rock and Stone. The 6th fun beer is the Flintlock's Delight. It is very much a product of Ireland shipped to Northern Ireland to feed the boys up there. Anyways, this drink blasts you about, much like an explosive fart. Though instead of an explosive fart, it's just an explosive. That was so useless. Why the hell did I write that? This costs 3 yeast cones and 2 starch nuts. It's also 20% in strength, and is crafted with this recipe. The 7th fun drink is the Gut Wrecker, also known as Taco Bell. You basically burp everywhere, and you a sniss everywhere or something. It's better than shitting your pants, which the 8th drink, Macterra Brew, does to you. Because when you drink it, a wonderful verb known as shat will be used to describe your actions. And don't even get me started on the stench. You stink so much that bugs start flying around you. I also like to call this the Discord mod experience, or the YouTuber who hasn't left their house type beat. They have 41 and 40% alcohol levels respectively, as well as costing 1 malt star, plus 4 or 6 starch mutts respectively. Mutts, my ass. The 8th and final stat drink is the Scouts Special, the Tunnel Rat, famously named after some guys in Vietnam. These beers have nothing to do with that name, because it just reduces fall damage by 60% for the cheap price of 3 barley bulbs? What the frick? See, even ignoring that, there is still a problem. This drink makes you spend precious resources on the Scout. The Scout? 0 out of 10. Some people just don't deserve any. No, that was a joke, that was a joke. Now for the rest of the fun drinks, which I've been saving for last. The 9th on this list will be the Malt Rock Breaker, which replaces your German DNA with the DNA of the Dutch, growing until you hit 6 foot. Welcome to the club, you've ascended. Nah, who am I kidding? I'm 3'11". This costs 6 yeast cones, the price of the blessing of being tall. The 10th beer on this list is the Smart Stout. It's nerd shit. However, because we're already dumb as bricks, it actually just turns us into a normal American. Take that comment as you will. You are 50% of my viewers, so much love from Australia to the USA. Yeah. So yeah, just smart stuff. Grand ideas like strapping a machine gun to Molly or adding metal detectors to. The 11th beer is covering the 5'11" experience. You get shrunk down and you just have to deal with it. Great for playing hide and seek with the boys, and great for reminding myself that I am indeed 3'11". It costs 4 yeast cones, which is steep, but playing hide and seek with the boys actually makes this price more reasonable. 6 out of 10. I enjoyed the time we did it. Thanks, Nis. Finally, we're talking about a real banger. A banger almost as good as hitting my subscribe button. A banger equal to the return of Jesus Haste Christ, recently spotted in Ohio. The Wormhole Special. Holy fuck. Welcome to foreshadowing. I'm a genius, I know. Anyways, this beer teleports you around to space, and well, I'll let the footage speak for itself. And At the cheap price of 1 yeast cone, your cock and balls, 2 malt stars, 3 starch nuts, and your corroded liver, this is the easiest 10 out of 10 I've ever given. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, why did it teleport? Why the fuck did it teleport me? Now for a break of ranking beers. Before we get on to the statless beers and the randomizer, we are going to talk about the games. There are currently 2 games in the Space Rig. There is the barrel kick game, the OG, and the newcomer, Flappy Bird, but not. See, Rocket Boots is a game that can be summed up with one word, and that's infuriating. You see these pipes and you go, damn, I can do this, and you see the projection of your jump, and then when you click, bam, you're dead. The pipes look wide, but they are really not. They're tight as hell, and if you fail a jump, and if you don't make it in time, then you're screwed. Now, a miniature version of this game can also be played to unlock the jet boots in the actual game. It's considerably easier, but you're also getting attacked by bugs, so like, you know, pick your poison. And now the OG, the barrel kick game. This game is famous for making you want to put a bullet through your head because of the achievements linked to it. Now, obviously, it's probably not worse than the Space Boots game because it has some validity to it. However, it doesn't mean it's not painful, because when you think you have the perfect projection for a barrel, you kick it and then you realize that you are completely off, and there goes your streak. I'm pretty sure there are 4 barrels in the game. There are 3 of them that just do the same thing, and 1 red barrel, which actually gives you 4 points, and you want to get those. But those barrels only spawn after you built up a streak. So if you built up that streak and then you lost it, well, I mean, you can pray that achievement goodbye. Now, I should also quickly mention the events, because every single time there's like an event, there's Easter, there's Oktoberfest, it's always going to be focused here. For example, the Easter event had these bunnies that you could give a little slap on the face with. The anniversary event gave you a lot of free beers and everything was just beautifully decorated. And there are also more elaborate events, such as Oktoberfest, because this event actually adds a beer to the menu, which is just a beer with a sausage in it. But you know, that's elaborate, so I'm giving it extra points. Back to the beers. Then there are the credit beers. Credit beers are just beers that you can buy for cheap and sometimes go on for free. There's the Oily Oath beer, a simple, tasty 12% alcohol beer which you can get in this fancy golden mug, and the Clifford Slammer, which is the physical manifestation of the diet of an editor, being made from piss poor beer and Monster Energies. This also has a gold can. I mean, I don't know why you would want it, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. Incredible for just getting drunk after a mission. Oh, and before I forget, I should probably talk about the randomizer. Sitting at 10 starch nuts, this beer is magical and unlocks a whole new level of fun to the game. Really, see, this beer randomizes everything. Your loadout, your costume, nothing has been left untainted, which obviously causes a lot of chaos. See, reasonable people would never use this. There's no gameplay advantage, you don't get extra EXP or extra gold, but it's funny, and that's what it's all about. The amount of times I've drank this beer with my friends and have just gotten the stupidest goddamn build in the entire world and just rolled with it is incredible. I suggest turning up the hazard to hazard 5 and just going for it. This single-handedly makes up for the lack of beers in recent updates. Now, just to quickly end things off, let me tell you about the who the fuck are you? I don't have much time. The driller is after my ass. It was an accident. It was just to see what would happen if I took a sip. They told me it would cleanse me of my dizziness. It would open my eyes. It would fix my crippling liver damage. They told me I had 1 year left to live. My liver was 80% fucked in the ass, but now I only have a couple minutes. I promise it was all an accident. It was only 25 credits. I thought of nothing. I thought nothing of it, but I should have. Lloyd looked at me with eyes that could kill when it slowly poured from his hands, the vaguely green beer slumping into the cups as it began to reach out, telling me, drink it, though it was just a trap. The horror on my co-worker's face, the disappointment, the anger on that driller, comparable to missing a rockin' stone, nay, worse. For when I took that sip of Leaf Lovers, the driller turned.
Mate, what the fuck is that?
And it was then when I realized it was all over. Oh, and don't forget the beer where they put a wiener in. Okay, bye-bye.